Hey guys, it's YoungStack54 here, coming out with another video of Sam and David play Kingdom Hearts. Before this video starts, make sure to check out Control Freaks, Scuff, and G Fuel. They are all 10% off right now if you use code STACK54. But like the last couple videos, if this code does not work, make sure not to come after me because it's not supposed to work. It doesn't work. But if I bug them enough and email them enough, and if they ever watch my videos, maybe it will happen. So, enjoy this video.
And like he said, welcome to another episode of Sam and David Play Kingdom Hearts, in which David acts the fool, and I'm here for it. Today he's gonna go play in Disney Town because he loves playing in Disney Town.
Fucking hate Disney Town. I think I would rather play
Final Fantasy!
No, I think I'd rather play Call of Duty at this point. Call of Duty is so fucking annoying.
Oh, it's done pissed you off?
It's only been out for 1 month. And
that's not good longevity for a video game.
No, and that's what video's coming out today, is my 1 month review of
Call of Duty.
And they're gonna get like a 4
out of
10.
Oh. What do you give the Kingdom Hearts games, like in order?
Birth by Sleep, I'm giving a skip scene.
Don't you dare.
Kingdom Hearts 1?
Well, Birth by Sleep, what do you give?
Are we doing that in that order?
In chronological order, yeah.
Birth by Sleep, story or gameplay or both?
Has to go both.
Because that's the thing with Call of Duty. The campaign, I give a fucking 15 out of 10. The multiplayer, though, I give like a 4 out of 10.
Okay, so do story and then do gameplay for each.
For story, Birth by Sleep, I give a 6.
Okay.
It's what really started everything.
Yeah.
And it's the reason. It was a good filler like Rogue One.
Yeah.
It gave us a reason of why is there a fucking trench that you could go down the Death Star.
I agree.
Gameplay though, I give it 1. I give this as low as possible. The gameplay itself is
You're
so
gonna
awful.
give this lower than Chain of Memories.
Yes, because I think the card system is still better than having to hit X to open up treasure chests.
Oh my god, is that really why you're giving it?
No, I think that the fact that you can't block.
You can block.
Yeah, but
So, I would say the command deck system is tricky to catch on to and to understand in the beginning. Once you figure that out, though, it's better. So I'd give both the story and the gameplay a 6.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Alrighty, then it's
Kingdom Hearts 1.
No, it's Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Passage.
No, that takes place after 1, remember?
Does it?
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 1. I give the story itself an 8. I love Kingdom Hearts 1. Kyrie's a badass in Kingdom Hearts 1. Only time that she is actually a decent character. No, I give the gameplay, or the game itself, an 8. I really enjoyed it. It's more of a nostalgia than anything. It's like going back and watching Star Wars Episode 4. It may not be the best, but it's, for nostalgia's sake, it's pretty cool, I guess.
You know? And then gameplay.
Gameplay, I give it a I give it a 6.
Mm-hmm.
The gameplay itself was one of the better mechanics, I guess, compared to some of the other games such as Chain of Memories and Birth by Sleep and even Dream Drop. The mechanics are better because it was for a console. It was for a PlayStation.
Okay.
So an 8 and a 6, which is really high. And I take that back. It's a 7 and a 6.
Okay, 7 for your story?
Yeah. It's a little high.
I'm going to say 6 for the story. I'd rank it around the same as Birth by Sleep. It's super non-complex in the grand scheme of like Kingdom Hearts games. It's a good like starter story. Does it leave me hooked? Absolutely not. I would say it's more for nostalgia. I understand, like, I get it, because back in the day, it definitely had me hooked, but now, with all of the Kingdom Hearts we have out, I just feel like we could do better story-wise. Because it's not as complex. That's part of what I love about Kingdom Hearts, is the complicated storylines. Gameplay, I'm gonna give a 5, because the jumping mechanic bothers me. The fact that everything seems, like, so far apart, and you do struggle to jump so often. You want to talk about the treasure chest thing, that you have to, like, there can't be any battles going on when you open a treasure chest.
Yeah.
the like magic is just not as good, and I do a lot of my fighting with magic, so it's just not for me.
Oh, this shit's rhythm based, and I'm so bad at this.
Oh shoot! You want me to turn it up?
No. I fucking hate this shit.
If you fuck this up, I might be able to get it.
It's just Small World. It's a small world after all. You have to get over 1,000, I'm pretty sure. Where the fuck did it start with? Fuck!
Hopefully it's only 1,000.
I hope so. I don't want to have to do this twice.
Is that good?
I don't know. I think so.
Oh, cool.
Cool. First.
Thank God.
Yeah.
No, I get it because I struggle with that shit too.
Sorry guys. Struggled hard with that. Birth by Sleep Passage is the next one.
Yeah, I've not played it. Have you?
Yes, it's.
I heard it's like floaty, like similar to Kingdom Hearts 3.
I give the story itself a 4.
Okay. Because it is such a small.
It's like a 4-hour game.
Okay.
I give the gameplay itself a 4 also. There's 2 battles, and they are so fucking hard.
Okay. So you think she's not powerful enough in these?
No, you don't get the time to do anything.
Yeah.
Then it's Birth by Sleep. Not Birth by Sleep. Sorry, guys.
Chain of Memories.
Chain of Memories. The story itself, I give a 6. I don't think it's a necessary game whatsoever, because all it really gave us was a reason why we needed to relearn everything in the second one.
Okay, and what is your feelings on the gameplay mechanics?
The gameplay mechanics itself, I give a 4. The card system was really dumb. And if you don't lethal frame your way through everything, it is not exactly the most fun.
I'm going to blatantly disagree with you on both points. I give the story itself a 9. I think it is absolutely necessary. I think the undertones of the organization not having heart, the introduction of Twilight Town, the introduction of Axel as a character who is such an important character, Naminé, and then Larxene and Marluxia, who we've come to discover are going to be hugely important characters.
And I feel like Marluxia really raped Naminé.
I feel like is absolutely necessary. I feel like it has some of the best dialogue in Kingdom Hearts. I feel like the darkness of the story was so unique and so good and made for some fantastic character development on Axel's end. And I feel like it's going to make for fantastic character development on Naminé, Marluxia, and Larxene's end. I think that game is so pivotal, and storyline-wise, I enjoy it so thoroughly. I do wish the Disney worlds actually mattered. Like, that falls really flat for me, for sure. But even, like, Kairi being the most important thing to Sora and everything, I feel like it's just so good. And the card system, I do really, really well with. I have no issues with the card system.
Lethal frame the whole game.
I only did that last time. And I played Chain of Memories how many times? I didn't even know it existed on Game Boy, but I do really well with the card system, and I think it's a lot of fun. I'm going to give it a 7. I think it's very unique.
358 over 2 is next, right?
Yeah.
I never played it, so I can't give the gameplay anything. The story itself, I give a 7. I think it's pretty cool because it's like you get to see the background with everything on the organization and why Roxas was actually important going into the second one.
Yeah.
So, and why when he doesn't remember who Axel is, there's actual...
Yeah.
emotion with that.
So, storyline wise, I'm also going to give that a 9. I feel like it has such a fucking good story. It ties in so well with Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm very partial to anything Organization 13, obviously. But I feel like it was just so good. Like, it's emotional, it's passionate. The character development Roxas goes through in that one game that Xion goes through, that Axel goes through. You get your 3 main characters that have these huge emotional arcs. You know, Roxas goes from zombie to wanting to take down the patriarchy, essentially.
And that's what I wish this game could have been.
Yeah.
Especially with this game came out after.
Yeah.
So.
But I feel like it was just like such a good game for story reasons, for character development. Even the worlds were pretty fun, you know, like they still tied in, you know, Roxas learning about love in Belle's world and friendship in Aladdin's world and stuff like that. Like, they did a really good job with that. The gameplay just falls flat for me, though. It's a very difficult game to get through, I felt like, even on beginner mode. Just because of how tiny everything is, because it's only playable on the DS.
Yeah.
It really just was not an enjoyable playthrough for me, so gameplay, I'm unfortunately giving it a 4. I really struggled with it, and it made me not want to play the game, you know?
Yeah.
Then we've got 2. Yeah.
2, I give the story itself a 9.
Okay.
And I give... I give the story itself a 9. And I give the gameplay itself an 8.
Okay.
The gameplay itself, I will start with that. It's good, but it's not Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3 was the amount that you could block and dodge and shit made it where you could go through the game and not get hit.
Some people don't like that, though.
Yeah, I get that.
But your preference, for sure.
The story itself is, I absolutely loved it. Mm-hmm. That's why I gave it a 9. I absolutely loved it. Mm-hmm. I think that they could have done a couple things better. Like, I did not need a black and white checkered organization.
It's like swirl patterned.
Yes, I know, but I did not need that whatsoever.
Yeah.
I like how much extra there is on it.
Yeah.
With how much you could do.
Yeah.
The one real downside of the gameplay itself to me is the glide.
Yeah,
I agree. How you slowly float down. And I guess that's what gliding is.
Yeah. But
it's, compared to Kingdom Hearts 3, it's not as good.
I agree.
And that's why it is the 9 instead of the 10.
I'm going to say an 8.5 story-wise. No, should I say a 9? I'm going to give it another 9. I'm a little more free with my 9s as far as story goes.
Yeah, you are.
They did the 3-hour tutorial as Roxas, where at the end you're so devoted to his friendship with Hayner, Pence, and Olette. Beautiful.
No, you did it wrong. Hayner, Pence, Olette!
That was really lovely. I think that it was just like Sora's relationship with Kairi and how he's slowly starting to learn about love. Organization as villains, I just think, is always so solid. Mm-hmm. And then Maleficent and Sora's little bond in Hollow Bastion, where it's the enemy of my enemy is my friend, where she fights off the nobodies for him. Kingdom Hearts 2 had so many good moments. I don't think that that's deniable.
That's going to be my favorite out of us playing through, because that is the game that I remember us playing when I was younger.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my favorite playing through.
Story-wise, it is a fantastic story. I think it's pretty damn close to flawless.
I just had very little... My thing is with that, I'm giving it a 94. Mm-hmm. Not a pure 100, but not a 90. It's so close to 100. If they fixed a couple more things, or did a couple things differently...
Dude, we're done, so you need to wrap this shit up.
No, we're going to go back, because I completely skipped all the other things in Disney Town.
Oh my god, okay.
So we do have time, because we do have a couple more games to talk about.
Okay.
So, yeah. But are you good with where you stand with Kingdom Hearts? Did you talk about gameplay? I didn't even
talk about the gameplay.
Sorry.
So gameplay, I'm going to say, is an 8 as well. I feel like it was not as good as Kingdom Hearts 3. And, like, it was difficult, and it's challenging, but it's challenging that you can get
yeah,
through.
It is.
But there are, like, creature comforts and stuff. Like, that was, Second Chance and Once More. Fantastic things to have in your arsenal. I feel like that's where Birth by Sleep falls flat, is they don't have that. And this is me just being picky, but being that I do a lot of fighting with magic, the Kingdom Hearts 3's magic is just better than Kingdom Hearts 2.
How easy it was, too.
Yeah, I do appreciate that you, like, it was just badass. Like, it was just straight up badass. So, but Kingdom Hearts 2 is really good. So, that's undeniable. Dream Drop.
Dream Drop distance, I give the story itself a 10.
Okay.
It is my 110 that I'm giving out.
Okay, so I'm not giving out any 10s.
I absolutely loved it. How you did play as the two characters, but it was back and forth of... It wasn't like, what's it called?
Chain of Memories.
Chain of Memories, where you played as Sora all the way through, then you got to Riku.
Yeah.
I like this because it was...
The pacing was better. It was a lot smoother and more even.
And you were really wondering, like, hey, what's going on? Why don't we get...
Yeah.
With these characters. So, that's why the gameplay itself was a lot of fun, and I'm still talking about the story itself being a 10. The gameplay, I give it a 9. It was... They fixed a couple of the little bugs that they had in Kingdom Hearts 2. But it still is not Kingdom Hearts 3 flawless gameplay.
See, I'm going to disagree with you on both points of that. The game itself, like the story, gets a 7 from me. The Disney worlds, they did not do it for me at all. I don't really feel like outside of Shibuya there was much to connect with. I felt like, in my opinion, they could have gone with better Disney movies. Like, I just did not look forward to any of the worlds. I did find playing in Prankster's Paradise to be quite fun. But I feel like the only time that I actually looked forward to the story was in The World That Never Was, and in between when you're watching the development go on. Because as Sora and Riku, you're kind of cut off from the development of the story because they're doing their Mark of Mastery exam.
Yeah.
But
I just felt like there was so much going on in that game.
Yeah, but the reveal at the end with the Xehanorts and stuff like that is a really cool reveal, and like, that was good. That was really good, but overall, it's just not my favorite.
And then Recode.
I'm still talking? No.
I'm sorry, I don't listen to you.
Fucking clearly. And then gameplay, I would say, is also a 7. It's not great, but it's not terrible. What's that?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not terrible. I hated the dropping mechanic. I really did. Again, Command Deck was tricky to figure out until I got it, and then it was good. But I hate fucking Flowmation, and I stand by that.
Oh, yeah.
I have such a struggle with that. It's just not enjoyable for me. Recoded. We forgot about that one.
Oh, isn't that after?
No, Recoded was before.
Oh, sorry for interrupting you again.
But Recoded was, I don't know. The story didn't really do anything for me.
I didn't play it.
I didn't play it either.
I feel like the story is not needed whatsoever.
No, I mean...
it's literally just... Examiner, what the fuck is this?
I don't know. Let's see what it is.
I feel like it was just not needed.
Yeah, it was, it was just kind of... Like, the ending was cool because you got to see how, like, Axel came back and everything like that, and then you got to see Xigbar talking with Xehanort for a little while. And that was cool, but I don't know, it just really didn't do anything. I don't know.
Oh, I had to run over. This is dumb. What the fuck is this?
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. That's the
Oh, and then
original.
Kingdom Hearts 3. That definitely gets a 7 on storyline. To me, that falls flat pretty frequently with story. Just because pacing is just not good. The pacing's really bad. Kairi got set up for failure. That's a real shitty character development. I loved the way the worlds tied in with Sora's storyline. That was so good. Riku's growth, so good. There were a lot of really satisfying scenes, but a lot of stuff came too cheap or didn't come at all. It felt like they were trying to cram too much in to just a little bit. And if they had balanced out their pacing better, it would have been fine. But at the end of the day, they did not. So it was not. Gameplay-wise, it's a fucking 10. Like, I don't think that's deniable. Like, the magic, the mechanics of it, the fact that you can run up fucking walls, that your glide is absolutely badass. Like, all these really cool abilities you get, heck yeah, 10.
I'm with you. I give the gameplay or the story itself an 8. They tried to put too much in too little of a spot, and I was quite disappointed with a couple of the worlds. Like, some of the worlds absolutely blew me away, like Monsters.
But Frozen had no story to it. Yeah.
Monsters, Toy Story were extremely cool, but Corona
Okay.
should have stayed as a beer. Frozen didn't have any story to it. Corona, you were just singing along. And Pirates of the Caribbean, I am absolutely done with Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
So some of the worlds I think they could have done better,
They
but
could have done a lot better. Some of them were really good, I agree.
yeah. Like, I get it, Pirates of the Caribbean is absolutely beautiful.
It's aesthetically gorgeous.
Yes.
And there's so much space to explore, so if taking a ship out is your idea of a good time, it's... And, like, the underwater combat's definitely better than in Atlantica and Kingdom Hearts 1. Don't get me wrong there. But it's just not for me.
I was expecting a lot more when it came to the story itself. It filled, obviously, all the pieces, but a lot of it seemed rushed. Like, even the battles at the end,
Well,
you
just,
got
like,
a,
so
what?
cheap,
You got, like, a 15-second cutscene
Yeah.
of I'll see you in the end or whatever. It's just like, no, I wanted, like, a minute, at least a minute with all the characters.
Yeah, I agree.
Gameplay itself, is a 10. It was a little too easy. I feel like beginner mode was way too easy, but for playing it just for the story at the beginning, it was perfect for it.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's the best one.
Gameplay-wise, yeah.
Gameplay-wise, and I think it's the best game. But I was hoping for a little more story, like Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, I mean, it was an incredibly satisfying game, but if it would have been a longer game and they would have paced things a little smoother, it would have been a much better experience.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Oh, and then, do you want to rank Union Cross?
I mean, Union Cross, the story itself, we're skipping this battle. The story itself, I give it like a 7. I think it's going to give us a lot for Kingdom Hearts 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously going to be a big part of the story going on. The gameplay itself is hot garbage. It is a 0. It is ranked lower than this. Simply for the fact you are playing on your phone and your battles are clicking a single button.
I do agree that the story is a 7. I think it's going to have a lot to contribute to the future. I wish there was... It's a pretty story. It's cool. It's fine. It just drags on forever. I think the gameplay is like a 4. It's not altogether awful. Like, collecting medals is cool. That's fun. And it's super easy, so that's fun. But yeah, I agree. There's not really a lot to contribute.
No.
But that's been an episode of Sam and David Play Kingdom Hearts, and we're going to see you guys in Olympus Coliseum.
Yay!
So like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment, and we'll be here in the next video. You know how it goes.